Henry! So you finally came. Welcome to my workshop.
Wow. This is practically a palace. I didn't expect you to be so well off.
Well, since I bought it, I'm not anymore. The previous owner was more than happy to get rid of it. Unfortunately, when I fell through the rotting floor in the upstairs room, I understood why. I've spent the last few years trying to fix it up, but you know how it is. Never enough time, and it costs a fortune. But don't worry. I didn't invite you to help me build.
Indeed. I'll be happy to lend a hand. Thanks for inviting me.
I should be the one thanking you for everything you've done for me. But first, I need to show you something. Come on. So, what do you think of it?
Well, honestly, I don't see much in it yet.
I admit, right now it's just a few strokes, but can't you see what's in them? Try looking to the future a bit.
Well, judging by how excited you look, I'd say this will be your great masterpiece, right?
Exactly. My whole life, I've hoped to paint something amazing, something people will remember even 100 years from now. And I believe this is it.
Well, that makes me happy. So what's it going to be when it's done?
An altar. The greatest and most magnificent thing you can ever paint. Frescoes of hunting scenes are nothing compared to this. The abbot of Sedlitz Monastery got a St. Vitus relic from Sigismund and wants to redesign half the chapel for it. The best craftsmen in the entire town are working on it.
The best? So how did you end up involved in it?
What the hell are you doing here?
I just wanted to greet an old friend. It must be 20 years since we last met. While I was painting for the lords in Italy, you surely didn't even set foot outside Kuttenberg.
Is that why you came? To strut around?
Not at all. I came to console you. That big commission of yours for Sedlitz. Well, it seems the abbot finally came to his senses and picked someone better.
What? That's impossible. The abbot and I have an agreement.
You had an agreement. Don't tell me you've learnt nothing since the last time.
How dare you?
Go on then. Spit it out.
You forgot your manners, it seems.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. Take care, Voita. Now, I really must be off, but do stop by the baths at the horse market sometime. We can reminisce about the good old days. And if you ask nicely, I might even let you watch me paint.
Who is that?
His name is Bellissimo, and he paints too.
And why did he treat you like a leper?
Let's just say we haven't been on the best of terms for quite some time. But that's not important now.
You're always saying that. This isn't important. Leave it be. Now's not the time. I can't tell you that. Damn it, Voita, I'm trying to help you. But how am I supposed to do that if you won't tell me anything?
Oh, all right. Years ago, Bellissimo and I studied together. And we were actually friends, in a way. He was the one who suggested I start going by some Latin name. He said it would make a better impression outside Bohemia. His real name is Bella, but he started calling himself Bellissimo. It never really caught on here, though. People called him Bullshitimo. And it suited him. He turned out to be a proper backstabber. We haven't spoken for years.
Did I hear that right? He stole your commission for your big project?
I'm afraid so.
What do you plan to do now?
As far as I can tell, I have two options. Either tuck my tail between my legs and forget about the job, or find a way to get rid of Bellissimo. How the hell did that bastard pull it off? I had an agreement with the abbot.
Giving up is not an option. So, we need to get rid of him.
We?
Of course. You didn't think I'd leave you to handle this on your own, did you? Could we steal his brushes? Like they stole yours back in the Trotsky region?
I get why you'd think that, but you're forgetting. This is a big city. Bellissimo would have new brushes in a few days. It wouldn't even slow him down.
What if we dug up some dirt on him and explained why it'd be in his best interest to give up the commission?
It's true that Bellissimo's conscience is filthier than my apron, and it doesn't even bother him. Did you hear the way he smugly invited me to the baths? Ha! But you know what? You should pay him a visit there. Try to find something we can use against him. And more importantly, how the devil he managed to snatch that job away from me.
Where did Bellissimo say you should visit him?
At the baths near the horse market. We used to go there together. And it seems he's decided to move in there now. Oh, yes. He always dragged me to the baths. Spent his last groschen there. And when they threw us out, we went next door to the garden. Bellissimo even set up a small workshop there for himself. At that time, I had no idea what kind of scoundrel he truly was.
Do you think he tells his secrets to the bathmaids? Girls usually don't care much for the ramblings of an old rake.
What do you mean, old? Bellissimo's 6 months younger than me. And you'd be surprised how captivating he can be. People always ate out of his hand. Even I once did.
All right. I'll go to the baths and see if I can dig up some dirt on him.
Ask the proprietor about him. Her name's Beatrice. We know each other a bit, so she might be willing to help us. Meanwhile, I'll head to Sedlet's to find out what's got into the abbot.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
And women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you.
Whoa, whoa.
My respects.
God be with you, sir.
Take care now. What would you like?
I hear your services here are so renowned that even one famous painter comes to visit you.
One? Well, we've entertained whole crowds of painters here. Sadly, most of them have a bit of trouble keeping their brushes firm.
Interesting. The one I'm looking for is called Bellissimo.
Oh, him. Oh dear, what's he done now?
That Bellissimo robbed my friend of his job. so I want to settle things with him.
Well, that's certainly not the first time and won't be the last. But if you're planning to break his face, kindly take it outside.
What do you even have against him? Doesn't he pay?
It's not that, but he drinks like a fish. And when he's finished everything he's got upstairs in his room, he comes down among my guests. How many times have I had to kick him out to sleep it off in that shack of his, in his garden, opposite the bathhouse? Oh, you couldn't even imagine the things drunks like Bellissimo think they can get away with around my girls.
What's Bellissimo been doing to you girls?
Nothing now. As long as I can help it. I keep a close watch on him to make sure he doesn't try anything. He swears he's repentant and that, but it doesn't look like it at all.
How come?
Because he's just an old drunk and a lecher. When I was a little girl, I actually liked him. Even his friend. They were always laughing and sketching something. But then I found out what a scoundrel he is. And the fact that he kneels to pray in his old age now and then, just for show, doesn't change a thing.
What's the story with Bellissimo's piety?
I'd like to know that too. When he first came here, he kept crossing himself as if the devil himself was standing behind him. But then he went to Sedlets, and ever since, he's back to being the same old swine as before. There's definitely some dodgy business behind it, mark my words.
Where would I actually find Bellissimo?
Like I said, mostly here, in the baths, in that garden of his, just across the street, or up in his room. He spends most of his time there.
And what does he do there? Paint?
More like getting plastered, drinks all night till dawn, then spends the day sleeping or sitting in the garden.
Which room belongs to Bellissimo?
I'll tell you exactly. The one that reeks of booze the most. You can smell it from the attic all the way down here. The girls always have to air it out before they take someone in. Who knows what that slob is doing up there? Drinking certainly isn't the end of it.
Couldn't I have a quick look around? Maybe I'll find something that'll let you kick him out for good.
You've no idea how much I'd like that. But unfortunately, if anyone found out I was letting strangers into the rooms, I might as well shut the place down. If you want to hang around here, pay for a wench.
Can I find Bellissimo somewhere else?
You'll have to ask him yourself. I don't keep track of his every move.
Listen, you said Bellissimo used to have a friend. Was his name Voiter, by any chance?
The very one. Well, do you know him? Well, a bit eccentric, but a really decent fella. Maybe too decent.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I curse about Bellissimo because he drives me mad, but I don't feel right telling you about Voiter.
You can tell me. Voiter is my friend. I'm helping him with something now, but you know him. He doesn't tell me everything. And I'm afraid that without the whole truth, I might only end up harming him.
Fine, all right. You know, Voiter and Bellissimo were friends. Well, friends. Bellissimo kept dragging Voiter around, and Voiter was too meek to say no. Bellissimo even stuck his nose into Voiter's first big job, but then he managed to have Voiter kicked off the job and took all the benefits for himself. But how he pulled that off, only the two of them know.
Thank you for everything. You've been a great help.
You're welcome. And please, watch out for Voiter.
Let's drink. To your health and mine. Come on, come and have a sip. First you'll have a sip, then I'll have a sip for you.
You can't be here.
Christ! Pardon me. Hey, dearie.
You see, it didn't even hurt. You can't be here.
God bless you, sir.
A large beer for me.
Reeks of booze in here. This must be Bellissimo's room. So, Bellissimo is working for the monastery for free because he's afraid of going to hell. That could come in handy.
Who is it? Only fools act like...
Ah, so you're doing always well. Hey, what are you doing here? Christ, you're not allowed.
I've figured out what's going on with your Bellissimo.
I'm really trying. Honestly.
What? What did you say?
Me? Oh, nothing. So, tell me, how did Bellissimo manage to take my commission?
It's really simple. He'll do it for free. In exchange for painting the altar, the monks in the monastery will pray for him so that God forgives all his past and future sins.
That bastard. Even if they prayed for him until Judgment Day, he'd still end up in hell.
That's exactly what Bellissimo's afraid of. Or at least, that's how it came across from the agreement he made with the abbot.
So he's afraid of hell, our Bellissimo. Well, that's something we could use. But we need to get him out of the bath somehow.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Beatrice told me Bellissimo drinks in his room, but when he runs out of booze, he goes downstairs and causes such a ruckus that they have to throw him out. After that, he sleeps in his workshop, in that garden across from the baths.
Oh. Well, that's perfect. An isolated place, away from people. If we set it up properly, he might just fall for it.
Fall for what?
That the Horned One himself has come for him.
Now this is getting interesting. What's your plan?
It's simple. First, we need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths, but instead of a cozy bed in the garden, he'll find the Prince of Hell waiting for him. You'll disguise yourself.
I'll disguise myself.
Bellissimo would recognize me, for heaven's sake. And in the disguise, you'll tell Bellissimo he's damned to hell. And if he wants to save his soul, he'll leave Kuttenberg and beg the Pope for forgiveness. Actually, both of them. And then farewell, Bellissimo. Settle its altar, here I come.
I tell you, it's insane. But, who knows? If we get Bellissimo good and shit-faced, he might fall for it. So, I heard this isn't the first time Bellissimo has taken your job. How did it happen before?
I don't really know. We were painting the Guildhouse crest here in town. Everything was going fine. But one morning, when I arrived, they threw me out. They said Bellissimo would finish it himself, and if I dared complain, they'd make sure I never painted another stroke in this town. How that bastard pulled it off, I never found out. And honestly, I don't even want to know anymore. It's in the past. I just want to get this commission back.
So, how are we going to turn me into a devil?
First, we'll get you some tattered clothes, chains, something like a tail, and horns. And you'll need a proper snout. Once I paint it all a bit... You know what? Bring me a bassinet with a visor, 3 torches, and 5 eggs.
5 eggs?
They're the most important part of all this.
If I have to give them to the toads to hatch again.
Don't worry. We're done with that.
And how do you plan to get Bellissimo drunk? The madam said he drinks in his room and only comes downstairs when he has to.
I'm not saying I've got everything figured out yet, but I'll definitely come up with something before you get back.
All right. I'll go and gather all those things. What do you have? I'd like to do something... Here.
Oh, danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, Mann.
Maybe next time then, sir.
Show me. I'd like to discuss... That?
Thank you. Happy to be of service, sir.
Route!
Show me. I'd like to discuss... Here. Well...
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir. Apples! Use the apple!
I brought the things for the devil costume.
Yes, this will do. Come on, let's get to it. Well, that's that. What do you think?
Well, I didn't much believe in it, but even I shit myself with fright from it.
Shame I won't see the look on Bellissimo's face. Right, take all this and get going. We've got a lot to do. First, you need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths. Then, when he's sleeping in the garden, you'll decorate the place a bit, light the torches, and then Bellissimo will know hell on earth.
How do I get Bellissimo drunk enough to end up in the garden?
Beatrice said he goes there when he gets thrown out of the baths, right? That's exactly what you need to arrange. Sneak into his room and take all his booze. Then, when he goes down for a drink and gets a little tipsy, you sit with him. After that, keep pouring it down him until he causes a scene and gets thrown out. But be careful not to pass out before he does, and make sure to wait until he's a bit merry, so he doesn't catch on to you.
How do I turn Bellissimo's garden into hell?
I'll help you with that, if you like. While you're getting Bellissimo drunk, I'll paint a devil on the wall and smoke up the place with sulfur. Then you just need to light the torches you've gathered and dress up in that costume.
Do you really think Bellissimo will fall for it?
Don't worry. The garden will be dark. He'll be drunk, and you'll look like the Prince of Hell. That's bound to rattle his guilty conscience. Just talk about sin and how you've come to take him to hell because his time has come. And don't do any silly antics like boo-boo.
And why did you need the eggs?
I'll have them for breakfast.
You're a right cunt. All right. Let's get it over with.
Chin up. The Prince of Hell can't be a crybaby.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Ow! Don't you see me walking here?
Whoa, whoa.
Who goes there? Where do you think you're going? That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around here where you don't belong. Out, now! Christ be praised.
Guten Tag.
Right, we had some last year.
What was that? You again?
now. You've no right to be here. Out. Leave, or I'll call the guards.
A large beer for me.
May God give you help, sir.
Christ! What's the hold-up?
Who's that? Oh,
What's that noise?
who is it? Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed. Come now. You've no right to be here. Out! Go! Away! You can't just come in here as you like. Come now. You've no right to be here. Out! I won't
What's
say
that
it
noise?
again. You've no business here. Move along! So, you're not going to leave. Very well then. Do you want me to...
Doesn't seem too bad.
Greetings. Greetings. Certainly. Have no fear.
Hey, handsome.
Who's opening that? What are you poking around that door?
A hot bath, something to eat, or some company as well.
Bit of everything. Clear off!
Greetings. Care to have a drink with me?
Indeed, friend. Booze is my middle name. But hey, you look kind of familiar. Haven't we met somewhere? No, wait. Maybe somewhere else, right?
No, I just have one of those familiar faces. Come on. Drink before it gets warm.
You're right. What should we toast to?
To God's grace.
And to always being able to buy it so cheap. Oh yeah, God will have to turn a blind eye to me. A good Christian lives differently.
Women, booze, gambling and brawls, eh?
Oh, that was before. But when beer started slipping into liquor, gambling into debts, and women into one oddly tempting hole in a fence, I realized I needed to change my ways. But never mind that. What should we toast to now?
To truth. The only path to freedom.
Well, to be honest, I don't really tell the truth much. I mean, Christ, this beer is strong. And that's the truth. What was I saying? Oh, right. Out with the truth. Out of my life. I don't know about you, but I'm still thirsty. Let's have another one, eh? One for the other leg.
We already did one for the other leg.
Ah, bollocks.
See? We haven't done that toast yet. To the lovely girls who make life bearable.
To them especially. By the way, do you know why the beer here is so damn good? It's got a certain secret ingredient.
Huh? What? What's that?
Beatrice always buys a big barrel, pours out half, and then... And then
what?
Then all the girls here take turns bathing in it, one after the other. Hey, I'm feeling a bit odd. Maybe I'll just lay down under this table, what do you think? Don't throw up on me down there, all right?
What? Under the table? Oh, you're supposed to get kicked out, so you go to the garden. I mean, that is... Oh, damn. Just under the table.
Listen, friend. Do you also suddenly have really wet hose? Damn it. The ground keeps getting closer and closer.
Oh, damn it.
Hey.
The idiot passed out. What now? Oh, well. Nothing else for it. I'll have to carry him to the garden.
Didn't you say last time you were never coming back? And you'd go somewhere else instead?
I want to drink.
You also said my bathhouse is filthy and that it stinks.
If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit torch. That's the law.
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
Your days of wrongdoing are over. Now you're...
All right.
Now, let's have a look at what you've...
Take a look then.
Good. In that case...
Sleep sweetly, Bellissimo. Your awakening won't be so pleasant.
What the hell is all this racket? If I get you, I'll... Oh, fuck.
Bellissimo, I have come for you.
For me? But that's... Who are you and... What do you want?
I have many titles and names. I am the ruler of the corrupted and the damned. And you are coming with me. Straight to hell.
But wait, there must be some mistake. There are no corrupted souls here. I'm a good man, and more importantly, a good Christian. Maybe you've just lost your way, huh? Try the hole.
What?
That's a tavern. You'll find more sinners there than you can shake a stick at. I'm an honest old man, I swear. That is, an honest man in his prime.
Is an honest man someone who drowns himself in booze every day?
Booze? Me? That's just bad digestion. No matter what I drink, it all ferments in my stomach. That's how I've always been. And it's the same with food. Honestly, no matter what I eat, I always throw up tripe soup.
Tell me, is it honest to lie with harlots? And even with another man's wife?
But that was just once. Maybe twice at most. And if you mean the baker's wife, that wasn't my fault. I honestly thought I was kneading dough. I didn't notice she was leaning over the trough.
And all the lying? Do you think that's honest too?
It's tough, Lord of Hell. I'm not really well learned. How am I supposed to always tell the truth when half the time I don't even know what it is? Sometimes things just slip out.
Enough! 3 answers. 3 lies you've given.
3 lies? Oh, dear Lord. Lord of Darkness, have mercy on my vessel. My vessel of sin. I haven't done anything that wicked. Certainly, I've had a few drinks and made up a story or two, but who hasn't? I don't have any truly big sins.
Nothing big, you say? And what about betraying a friend? For the likes of you, we have a special place in hell. We'll flay you alive and boil you in your own blood.
Ah, how do you know about that? It was so long ago, and yes, it was a big sin, I admit that. But I've repented now. That's got to count for something, doesn't it?
You call that repentance? Having a mass said in exchange for a painting? That's just greed and avarice.
Please, Lord of Hell, give me one more chance. Just one. Tell me what to do, and I'll promise I'll make it amends.
Very well. If you leave immediately on foot for Rome, never looking back, praying 3 Hail Marys in every town along the way, and finally asking the Holy Father for forgiveness, I'll spare you.
I swear, I promise by all that's holy, I'll pack up first thing in the morning.
Did you not hear me? I said immediately.
Right now? But it's so dark.
As dark as your soul, bullshit-imo. Shall I tear it to shreds?
No, please. That won't be necessary. If now, then now. Thank you, Lord of Hell. I promise I'll do everything just as you said.
Congratulations, my friend. You just landed yourself a very important job for the Sedlets Monastery.
What? So Bellissimo...
Well, for some unknown reason, he decided to walk all the way to Rome to beg the Holy Father for forgiveness.
Ha! You really pulled it off, Henry. Or should I say, Lord of the Underworld? Finally. Soon it'll all come together, Voiter. You'll see.
I'd really like to know about your past. After Burkhard, the Basilisks, and Bellissimo, I'm a bit worried what else could be in store for me.
I'm sorry you feel that way. And you're right. You've done so much for me. You deserve some real answers.
Go on then.
It's just that you have to understand there are things I haven't spoken to anyone about in quite some time, and some I've never spoken about. But I have an idea. To the northeast of Malashov, among the trees, is a small abandoned dugout. It's not hard to find. It's close to the road. Go there and take a good look around. When you're finished, come back and we can talk about what you saw.
So, you're sending me on another errand?
No. I just want you to see some things before we talk about them. It will be easier for me that way.
So, I'm not going to find anyone who robbed you, who you want me to interrogate, or that's been living in your head for years?
Not this time, my friend, really. I used to spend a lot of time there, and I feel that once you see it, it'll all be easier to explain.
All right, I'll go there. But if there's another odd surprise waiting for me there, I'll show you. Can I still help you with something? Or would you already have everything you need for your opus magnum?
No, a helping hand is always welcome. I need to wrap up all the commissions I've started, and I can't manage it on my own. Lately, I've been painting maybe too much. The last ones were a signboard for the armorer and decorations for the fortress in Pshitoki. But I haven't been paid for either yet.
So you want me to go and collect the coin? With a beggar's sack in one hand and a hammer to break some bones in the other?
It won't be that wild. I'll take care of the armorer myself. But if you could go to Pshitoki instead of me, I'd be very grateful. It's a bit more complicated there.
How so?
The bailiff there promised me a precious stone as payment for the decorations. Lapis lazuli, from which the most beautiful blue under the sun can be made. But then he changed his mind and wanted to pay me in groschen, which I naturally refused. I want that stone.
Why did the bailiff change his mind about the gem?
Oh, he started telling me it's his lucky talisman and that he'll still need it. He's building a fortress for the gentry there and he's expecting an inspection or something.
Wouldn't you prefer a groschen? You could spruce this place up a bit. How much did he even offer you?
It wasn't a small amount, I'll admit, but this is a matter of principle. Promises must be kept, and you can't mix ultramarine from groschen.
And are you sure the bailiff actually has this gem? He might just be trying to string you along.
I've seen it. Well, just for a moment. He doesn't trust anyone with something like that and keeps it in his pocket. But he's definitely got it.
And how do you imagine I'll get the gem off the bailiff, if he wouldn't give it to you?
But you, Henry, are a man of many talents, aren't you? You'll think of something. To start with, it wouldn't hurt to just have a word with him.
What if he simply refuses to hand it over?
If words fail, you'll have to defend my interests in another way. I'm no minstrel, after all. I'm a craftsman. My work has an agreed-upon value, and I won't tolerate anyone spreading rumors that I work for promises and goodwill.
So what should I do?
Well, I painted a coat of arms and a nice ribbon below it on their fortress. It could really use an inscription. Something that tells everyone they didn't pay me for it.
All right. I'll try to get that gem from the bailiff.
Excellent. Meanwhile, I'll collect payment from the armorer. Thank you, Henry. And don't forget, rather than leaving empty-handed, better to repaint my artwork.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Some time ago, Master Voiter painted one of the halls here at the fortress.
That's true enough. So what?
Oh, the fortress is painted, but the promised reward is nowhere to be seen. I've come for it.
Oh, I see. And leave me be. I've got bigger worries. I offered him a heap of groschen, but he wouldn't have it. So he can stuff it.
Voiter said that for his work, you promised him something else. He says you've got some expensive stone. Lapis? Lazuli? They use it to make blue pigment.
Well, I do have it. But I offered him a better reward. I need that gemstone more than he does.
Good to see you.
Why do you need that gemstone so badly?
It brings me luck, and I need that now. After Lady Anna of Volstein died, her acquaintance arrived here to oversee the fortress construction. Her name's Adela of Mniszek, and I need to impress her. The construction, it's not going as well as expected. The Master Fabian says otherwise. Plus, I think I might have a chance with Lady Adela. If you understand me, as one man to another.
So how about making an impression on Lady Adela in another way? After all, a noble woman like her must have plenty of precious stones of her own.
That's probably true. Adela is always with part of hers, Jedlichka. Or by day, she sits outside under the willow watching the construction.
See? Then forget about some luck hidden in a magic stone and make some grand gesture.
Well, I could have something written on the wall. You're from that painter, aren't you? Do you know how to write?
I do, but I know how you are with payment. I think I should write what a pinch purse you are instead.
Oh, wait, I've got an idea. I'll dazzle Adela with my chivalry.
Excuse me, are you a knight or what?
Well, not exactly, but I'm a burgher. I've got a sword and armor, and I'm not a bad swordsman. That will surely enchant Adela. We'll do it like this. When Lady Adela is sitting under the willow again, watching the construction, you'll join her and seriously insult her. Then I'll just happen to walk by, see it, challenge you to a duel, and beat you in front of her. Good impression guaranteed.
How do you imagine I'll insult her?
Well, how should I know? She's a noble woman. They're easily offended. For all I care, just tell her she's got a backside like a brewery dray horse.
Great. So we're going to have a duel in front of her? And it never crossed your mind that maybe I'm a better swordsman than you?
Well, then you'd better make sure you aren't. If you want that gemstone.
All right. Let's do it your way.
Really? I mean, great. I'll get my armor and sword ready. You wait until Adela sits under the willow, outside in front of the fortress near the bridge. That's where you'll insult her. She's usually there most of the day, but definitely at noon.
I understand. So, be ready.
Till we meet again.
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
Are you Adela?
Lady Adela of Mniszek. What do you want?
Mniszek? Where's that? Some shithole? That'd explain why you stink.
You're right. Mniszek is a hole. I spent most of my life in Prague. What's your name, anyway?
Henry.
Greetings, Henry. You don't know how much I appreciate talking to someone who's not just trying to ingratiate themselves with me. Oh dear. Speak of the devil.
Hey, What do you think you're doing, you dung grubber? Are you insulting Lady Adela here? Are you all right, my lady? Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.
I'm better than all right. Henry here quite amused me.
Well... Amused you? Surely you mean mocked.
Yes, I mocked her. Definitely.
No, he didn't.
Have no fear, my lady. I'll cut that scoundrel down in a heartbeat. Defend yourself.
Oh, Christ, what did I do to deserve this?
Stop it!
Enough! You win! I've had enough. Enough. I yield. Enough. You win. Ah.
I'm all yours. Did you see that? I did that on purpose.
Oh, what the hell was that? That wasn't how it was supposed to end.
Are you finished?
Forgive me, my lady. I failed in everything.
Yes, I've noticed. The fortress still isn't complete, and instead of working, you're wandering around in armor letting people bash you over the head with iron. I've seen all I needed. Farewell.
Damn it. Everything's gone to shit. And it's all your fault. You'll get nothing from me, you or that bloody painter.
My respect.
I managed to get that gemstone from the bailiff. Here you are.
What? Oh, glad to hear it. How did you pull that off?
An artist should keep his secrets, right?
He should. At least while he still can.
Is something the matter? You seem a bit off.
What? Me? Oh, no. And thank you, Henry. I did manage to sort something out with the armorer, though only halfway. He had no groschen, so he paid me with a cuirass. I've already sketched it. in case I ever paint a knight, but otherwise it's no use to me. You know, take it for all your effort.
Wow. Thank you.
But now, back to work. Quickly before... Oh dear.
How's that grand piece of yours coming along?
How? I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels like... No, that's Henry.
Yeah, of course I'm Henry. Are you sure you're all right?
Be quiet.
Come on. What's wrong?
Yeah. I'm painting, aren't I?
What the... Wojta, hey! Do you even see me?
What? Oh, sorry. Do you think we could have a talk? It's important. Actually, it's something I've never told anyone about.
Go on then. What's the matter?
The thing is... Damn! How do I start? You've got to know me a bit by now, and even though you've seen once or twice what an odd fellow I am, you're still here. So, maybe I can confide in you about one thing. Remember how I told you at Velez's shrine that the place spoke to me? And that in my head, I keep hearing Burkhard must die? Well, I meant that more seriously than you might think. I know how I must sound saying all this, but sometimes I really feel as though someone's talking to me, whispering and telling me what to paint. And other times, it's screaming so loud, it bursts my ears. I'm not sure how to explain it better, any more than I could tell a blind person what the color green looks like. But lately, ever since I heard Burkhard was in the Trotsky region, well, I'm just scared. Scared stiff of that endless shrieking, tearing my mind apart.
Can nothing be done about it?
I was hoping that now Burkhard's dead, it would all just go away. But no, that damn screaming is only getting louder and louder.
Couldn't it all be something like a sign from God? Plenty of people have heard voices, haven't they? The Lord spoke to Moses through a burning bush. And what about Abraham? God spoke to him too.
You're right there, friend. But my voice sounds different. We all know stories of people the Lord spoke to. But I'm afraid it's someone else who's speaking to me. Someone from down below.
And could I help you with that in some way?
Maybe you could, at least for a while. I once told a herbalist I was having nightmares, and he brewed me a vile concoction. When I drink it regularly, and say an Our Father at the same time, it helps me quite a bit. Only now I've run out, and I've neither the time nor the energy to brew more. I thought I had enough left to finish the painting, and then it wouldn't be needed. But I miscalculated.
So I can run off and get your medicine from the herbalist, right?
He could be anywhere by now. He wasn't the most honest man. That's why I didn't just buy the concoction from him back then, but the recipe as well.
Couldn't you take it to some apothecary and have a new batch brewed?
Not in these parts. I spent years building a good reputation here. I don't want folk knowing about this. Understand, my problem isn't a sore leg. I can't keep going to any random sawbones.
Wouldn't you rather I brew you something I already know how to make? Maybe a decoction of lemon balm and oregano. Used in the right proportions, it can calm a person nicely. And if I add nettles, you'll also sleep better.
I bow to your knowledge, but I'm afraid ordinary herbs aren't enough for my troubles.
All right. I'll brew that remedy of yours. Or at least have a go.
Don't worry. The hardest part is finding all the ingredients. Getting mandrake roots and a river pearl was always a struggle for me, and I don't have the strength for it now. But luckily, you only need one of each. Then you add 2 handfuls of ordinary sage, boil it in some vinegary wine, and it's done.
Mandrake? What's that?
It's a very strange root. It looks quite like a tiny, chubby man, but it's no laughing matter. It mostly grows in graveyards. Try asking the local gravedigger about it. His name's František.
What about the River Pearl? Don't tell me you expect me to pinch some wealthy townswoman's necklace.
I wouldn't advise that. Often they're fake. Better go straight to the source. Pearl mussels. They're a kind of clam. There used to be plenty of them in a spot in the stream above Denmark. If you set out from Kuttenberg going south along the stream, you'll come across it. You'll recognize it because there are trees growing in the middle of the stream. But be careful. Pearls are valuable, and that place isn't exactly a secret. There's a good chance you won't be the only one hunting there.
Mandrake, a river pearl, and sage? That's pretty wild. What is that concoction actually supposed to do?
I was amazed back then too, but that herbalist told me mandrake against evil forces, pearl for a clear head, sage for enduring health. I still don't understand a thing about it, but it worked, so I stopped bothering about it.
All right, I'll manage somehow. Try to get some rest while I fetch that mandrake brew for you.
Henry, I don't even deserve you. Thank you.
God be with you. What would you like?
I've come to ask a favour. I'm after some mandrake root.
Now, this is quite a coincidence. You came along at just the right time for me, but not to smack me round the head this time. I need to teach a few people a proper lesson. If you help me, we can talk about that mandrake of yours. What do you say?
All right, out with it. What do you need help with?
There's a gang of thieving scoundrels skulking around here. They keep breaking into the mortuary, and I'm afraid they'll soon start disturbing the departed underground as well. And they're not even after valuables like normal thieves. These filthy swine cut off ears, yank out teeth, shear off hair, and once they even... No, I won't say that out loud.
And how am I supposed to help?
How? We'll punch their faces in together, so next time they'll think twice about disturbing my dearly departed. I'm not about to bother the town guard with this, am I?
I see. And do you know where these thieves are?
No, but that doesn't matter. They come night after night, so if we lie in wait, they'll definitely show up.
Why exactly would they steal such things?
Why do you think? They sell them as amulets. No one's ever offered you a maiden spray to put under your pillow so you'll sleep better?
Don't tell me you can't sort them out on your own.
Maybe I could, but I like a fair fight. 3 against 1 is just too risky.
All right then, we'll deal with your thieves. But I want the mandrake afterward. Got it?
If we pull it off, you'll get all the mandrake you can carry. Now come on, let's warm up a bit and wait for those wretches.
Let's go, lads. He can't be here now. Are you sure? We've been here several times already. Of course. What will that old codger be doing here so late?
Cheeky bugger. Get ready, Henry. Just you wait! This old codger will give you a hiding now!
Yeah! Don't spare him!
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit!
Fuck you! He's got no chance alone!
Hey, you're boring me! Try a little!
Yeah! Spare him!
Wanker! Show your stuff!
You won't get me!
That was something! I'll be done with you in a flash!
Jesus! I'm hit! You won't get me!
You're no match for us!
Let him have it! Let's fall back!
Fuck! Let's get out of here!
No! No!
Fortune is on my side!
Shit! Shit! Run!
We gave them a good thrashing.
No!
That was something.
Want to die!
I'd say so. They won't be showing their faces again here anytime soon. Here, take this key to the chest where I keep the mandrake root. You've earned it. You'll find it in my cottage larder. It's right behind the mortuary, but the entrance is on the next street over.
This is our place. Get out of here.
If there's a leader here, I'll find him and have a chat.
Hey, what are you skulking around for? What the hell are you doing here? Can't you see this pearl site is taken? I mean, this place is taken. Get lost.
Calm down, fella. I've known about the pearls here a long time. And actually, I need just one. Could we strike some kind of deal?
That depends. What's in it from me and the lads?
A pile of coin. Because I plan to buy pearls from you. Unless you're collecting them for some other reason.
Aha, so you're a trader. You should have said that right away. We can surely come to an agreement.
You know what? I don't fancy rummaging around in the stream. I'd rather just buy a pearl from you. Let's talk price.
That's the way I like it. It's a pleasure doing business with you, lad.
there's someone living here. Yeah. I suppose I'll ask if he knows anything.
Hey, what are you looking at? Get out of here, or I'll show you.
Easy. I don't want any trouble. I just wanted to ask you something.
Well, I ain't gonna answer. I'll beat you like a dog. I'll kill you.
Enough already. Easy, man. You won. I just wanted to ask you a few things.
Ask me what?
Who are you? And what are you doing here? This dugout is supposed to be abandoned.
That's not true. It's mine. I've lived here for years. I... We can take this place over and meet up here. It's been half a year since Dev Ludwig disappeared, and I'd bet my boots he won't show his face here again.
What? Who's Ludwig? Did this place used to belong to him?
Is it you? My friend! I can hardly recognize you.
Wait, do we know each other?
How long has it been? A year? 2? Do you still talk to Voiter?
Voiter? The painter? You know him?
No, that's not possible. Voiter is dead. He can't talk to nobody now.
No. Voiter is alive and well. He's the one who sent me here.
I don't know how to tell you, but Voiter, they killed him.
I see. So, who killed him?
Burkhard.
Burkhard?
They left him in the forest. Beaten, broken, and then... the wolves found him. Where am I? Who are you? Hey, are you deaf, lad? Who are you and what do you want? I don't want no peeping toms around here.
My name is Henry. Voiter sent me here. Do you know him?
Aye, of course. You're here for the sword, aren't you?
What? What sword?
This one, of course. It's broken, I know, but maybe it could be fixed. Here, take it. And tell him I reckon I'll never be a real knight.
Very well. I'll take it. Maybe it really could be reforged with a bit of elbow grease. I suppose I'll take a look around then. This doesn't seem particularly healthy. This must have been a nice wagon. Now it looks like someone dropped it off a cliff. The dugout itself looks rather ordinary. Maybe there'll be something interesting inside. All right, this is a bit odd. I reckon it wasn't here 20 years ago.
Sensors yet?
I went to the dugout you mentioned.
And? What did you see?
I have to say, I expected a bit more. Place was a wreck.
I beg your pardon, my lord. I only hope you didn't contract gangrene or mites.
Very droll. I like the scarecrow standing there on an anthill. It almost startled me at a distance.
What? Hugo is still there?
Hugo?
I made him with my friends when I was just a lad. Back then, we heard that in some Kuttenberg tavern, they have a skeleton called Hugo. And we'd have done anything to see him. But the city was too far, so we made our own. He doesn't look much like a skeleton, but we didn't know that then. We were very young.
I found an old wagon near the dugout. At least what was left of it.
Don't even remind me. Me and the lads borrowed it from Farmer Tokchek. Without his permission, of course. We used to drag it up the hill and ride it all the way down. That is, until we crashed it into a tree, and it ended up in pieces. Only old Toczek started asking around about it. So we hid it under a tree near the dugout and pretended not to know anything.
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was. There's some sort of madman living there.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless... No, that's impossible. Did you talk to him? What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there. He mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhard. He said Burkhard killed you. That Voiter is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhard has killed many Voiters.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on. You know you can trust me.
You see, that dugout, we always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seems you've met, and Voiter.
Wait, so you're not Voiter?
I am, but I wasn't always. I only started calling myself that after Voiter died.
So what's your real name?
I told you. Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech as can be.
Very well. Originally it was, I don't seem to recall. My God. I haven't used my name in so long, I can't remember it anymore.
And this real Voiter, he was your friend, right?
Aye. Though I wasn't much of a good friend to him. Everything that happened, it was my fault. They killed him because of me.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No. I really thought it was abandoned. The last I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him again, and I can't say that bothered me. After they killed Voiter, I couldn't look him in the eye.
What did you want me to see in the dugout?
Nothing specific, just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there, and deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted.
The madman living there mentioned a deaf bloke called Ludwig.
I spent whole days up on the roof, just admiring the surroundings and drawing. That is, until I fell through it.
So you weren't going to tell me about Libor and Voiter?
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to start. I suppose I was hoping if you see the place, it would help me somehow. And in the end, it did.
Why do you blame yourself for Voiter's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there for him when he needed me, I may as well have chased him into Burkhard's grasp myself.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trotsky region, Burkhard gathered a band of lads around him, and Voiter was one of them. And me and Libor didn't like it. So we tried to convince him to stop. Only Burkhard found out, and he made an example out of Voiter for anyone who'd think to betray him.
So the thing with Burkhard was purely revenge?
You could say that. I'd been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trotsky he was nearby, I couldn't hold back any longer.
That's enough for now. We can come back to it later.
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here, I have another favor to ask. Another one, I know.
Go on then. What is it?
You see, I'd be truly grateful if you could visit Voiter's grave and say a prayer for him. I reckon nobody's done that in years. I know I haven't.
Why haven't you been there in so long?
I just couldn't. It's easier for me to just work and not think about it.
You think Libor goes there?
I reckon you know more about what Libor has been doing these past 20 years than I do.
Wouldn't you like to go and see him and talk to him?
No. I'm glad he's alive. But I can't imagine going to see him, or what I would tell him. Maybe when I'm not so busy.
All right. Let's leave it be then. Is there anything specific you want me to mention in the prayer?
Please, pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things, but even so, he was one of the best people I knew. And that I hope he...
Should I pray for you as well?
Yes, please. Hopefully he hasn't given up on me.
Why don't you put the brushes down and come with me?
All the way there? No, I'm afraid not. At least not now. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm sending you there is so you can tell me how it looks before I work up the courage to go there myself.
Where can I find the grave?
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and Libor had to bury him ourselves.
That must have been really hard.
It was, but that was so long ago now.
You know, we really do have a lot in common. I buried my parents, and you...
And you never stop thinking about it, even once you make your peace with it.
Wait, you still haven't told me where the grave is?
Ah, right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messales. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us. You know me. I thought it was a sign. And that's where we buried Voiter.
A tree with 3 trunks near Messales? I'll be searching for that for a month. I need some better directions, Voiter. Wait, should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voiter, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
I still find it rather strange you took your dead friend's name.
I know, but I just had to do it. So that his legacy lives on with every work I create.
Wait, we were talking about the grave. Where can I find it? Tell me exactly.
How would I describe it? When you get to the center of Messales, then follow the stream towards Shramek's barn. Then... Hold on, I'm trying to make a mental picture of the surroundings. It was somewhere past Shramek's pen, behind his barn. Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right. And then all the way to the forest. Then you'll see the tree.
Is that as specific as you can get?
I'm afraid so. I haven't been there in over 20 years.
All right, I'll go there. Maybe I should have boiled it longer. Brought you that mandrake decoction of yours. What'd you say?
Looks like yours clouded up. Same as mine always does. Oh, and I can smell that cursed stench even through the cork. What that herbalist made back then was more bearable. But not to look a gift horse.
How exactly does that voice of yours sound? What does it actually say?
It mostly wants me to paint, as much as possible. Sometimes it even gives me tips. But other times, sometimes it tells me awful things. It tempts me. But let's not speak of it anymore, please. I'd like to drink that decoction of yours and get back to work.
Have you ever tried dealing with that voice in some other way?
Of course I have. I went to a priest, a sorcerer, a soothsayer, and a beggar who fancied himself as some sort of wizard. But I never dared tell any of them as much as I've told you. I also ate every herb I could find, drank every concoction, inhaled powders, and had leeches applied to my legs. The last thing left on my list is to have a hole drilled in my head. Maybe then that voice would fly out.
I'm still surprised you told me so openly.
As I said, I trust you more than most. We've seen plenty of strange things together, and you never ran off or went to fetch the Inquisitor.
Well, come to think of it, there might be a decent reward in that.
But you wouldn't enjoy it for long, believe me. I'd cast some spell on you.
Right. As they say, autumn's up.
I hope I don't grow a third leg from this. Cheers.
So, did that decoction work for you?
We'll have to wait and see. It takes time to take effect. In the meantime, I suppose I ought to get back to work, right? I really don't feel like it. But I've only got St. Vitus's face left, plus a few little details. And someone needs to put it all together. My paintings are only one part of it.
And what other parts, besides your painting, does this altar have?
Aside from the shrine itself, mostly wooden figurines. Which reminds me, Plunk the carpenter, who's making all of those, should have finished long ago. I'll have to check in on him once I'm feeling a bit better.
Where are these carpenters you're working with from?
They've got a workshop right here in town. I hoped that would speed things up, but I might have been wrong. They're always behind schedule.
If you're still not feeling well, I can go and see those carpenters for you.
Oh, I'd be really grateful. Tell Master Plonk I sent you personally. He'll listen to that.
Plank the carpenter, eh? And where can I find him?
His workshop's just a short way from here. Go to the fountain, then head for the city gate. You'll see it on your left.
Good day, Master. I'm Henry. Master Voita sent me to ask how those figurines for the Sedlet's altar are coming along.
Yeah, the figurines. Tell him I'll send them soon, but I'm up to my ears in work right now. Nothing for weeks, and all of a sudden everyone's gone mad, wanting everything done all at once.
Oh? Then I'll help you. Just tell me where the figurines are, and I'll take them to Voita myself.
You're a bit impatient, aren't you? Didn't I just say soon, not right now?
I don't know. I get the feeling you're holding something back. If something went wrong, Master Voita will understand. It's better than making up excuses over and over for the delays.
Ah, the devil take it. All right, then. As I said, the figurines are done. Well, except for the Virgin Mary. Krudosh was supposed to carve her, but that fool disappeared somewhere, and I took Mary with him.
He just got up and left. Why would he do that?
Because he's as daft as a blunt saw, and twice as useless. I'm almost glad he's gone.
Right. I'll track down that Krudosh of yours and take the figurine right from him. Just tell me where he went.
Well, he probably went to sell it.
Where? At the market?
He's not that stupid. Maybe. But there's a certain bunch that deals in anything with anyone. Their leader calls himself Reaper. Krudosh has met them before, so it might have occurred to him to pass Mary on to them too.
How do you even know about that gang? You're not about to tell me you share a pew with them in church, are you?
Well, they want figurines and various other stuff, so I sell to them, you know. But they usually have pretty odd requests. They give me sketches, and then I'm meant to make things that look as close as possible, but from soft wood. Just cheap knockoffs.
Are these fences dangerous?
They carry steel, little surprise. But they never done nothing to me. Not that they'd have any reason.
He just walked off with it. Why would he do that?
The bungler used up half a forest carving it and fiddled around with it for almost a week. So once he'd finished, he got a bit of a slap. Discipline must be kept. And instead of showing respect, he nicks the finished piece and runs off. If I get my hands on him.
Where will I find those blokes? Are they local?
I don't know where they bed down, but we've got a spot arranged where we meet if I have goods for them. You know Zimburg, that ruin? It's south of there. Best not go right up to it. Skirt around along the road to Malashov via the ford to the west. After a while the road forks, so go left. Then once it merges again, go left again into the woods to the south. There's a battered old house there. You'll see it from the road. If you're lucky, you'll find Krudosh there with them. If not, they might at least tell you which way he went next.
So, these fellas buy cheap knockoffs and lug loads of weapons around. You're doing business with some thieving gang, eh? They spot something valuable, pinch it, and replace it with some rubbish from you so no one notices.
That's what you say, not me. And between us, that master of yours, Voita, is one hell of a strange bloke too. It's the pot calling the kettle black.
Fine. I'll check out that broken down shack. If I find Krudosh, I'll send him back your way.
No chance. If he wanted to run off into the wide world, let him. I've already got another apprentice in mind, and God willing, he won't be half as dim. What now? I won't find anything else here.
Around. But maybe they left something behind. Might Krudosh have left it here?
Search.
What's that you got? That's probably Krudos. If he's here, then the statuette must be too.
Are you shitting me? What do you think you're doing? Are you shitting me?
Good boy.
What do you think you're doing? What the fuck are you doing to him? Hey! Get him! Head down!
Slow.
Fucking bit me!
We're gonna gut you, you orphan!
Show what you're
Are you shitting me? What do you think you're doing?
Show your stuff! Take that! Stand up to this! I've been waiting for you.
Show what you're made of. Too slow. Now you're in trouble. No shot.
That's probably Krudos. If he's here, then the statuette must be too.
I'm not one of them, but they're keeping me here. I can't see him. Hey, you. I'm not. Jesus! I'm here!
That was incredible. Will you let me go? Please, untie me. That was a close one. Thanks for rescuing me.
You alright?
I am now. Don't know how you got here, but thanks. Never been smacked like that. Not even by Plank.
He's the one who sent me after you.
And why?
Don't worry. I won't thrash you like he does. But you could use a bit of discipline. What were you thinking, coming here alone?
Well, I just thought I'd earn a little extra coin, that's all.
Where's that statuette now? Have you got it?
No. They took it and didn't give me so much as a groschen. locked it in a chest by the fire pit. Shame. I was really proud of that one.
Why did you steal that statuette?
For a lass, actually. I sort of modelled this Mary after her. Well, she's really lovely.
But I still don't see why you had to pinch it.
Well, Stilau, who's apprenticing with me, said I should buy the lass something nice. That's what they go for. I can barely afford a beer. So I thought I'd try my luck with these fences. Plank does the same from time to time.
And what would you do then? After all, Plank knows what you did.
Well, I didn't think that far ahead.
Tell me about that lass you fancy.
Oh, she's awfully pretty and kind, but she might not be too bright. She got some fool to furnish her old house for her. Something's always breaking in it. Poor Stilau goes over to fix everything and always comes back battered. I told him I'd go next time, but he's too nice and won't let me.
Oh. And how often does he go round to repair her furniture?
A few times a week, or sometimes even more often.
Then next time, just say you'll go instead. Or the two of you go together. It'll be easier that way.
Yes, that might actually work.
Why were they holding you in the camp anyway? They got the statuette, so what else did they need you for?
They asked if I'd make more statuettes like that, so I said sure, if they paid well. Then they said I'd better make them for free. Next thing I knew, bam, I was tied to a tree.
Oh well. What did you expect? That they pay you handsomely and let you run home?
Maybe.
What will you do now? Will you go back to the workshop?
No way! Plank would beat the life out of me. But I was thinking, those bandits didn't seem badly off. Maybe I can find another gang and join them.
Oh, brilliant idea. As long as you don't value your own life.
I don't really understand it.
You've upset a lot of people in town with that theft. If I were you, I'd leave. Maybe for good.
Damn, that's serious. All right, I'll scarp her. Thanks for everything.
Don't try to get away! Murderer!
Thank goodness. It's fine. Now time to hurry to Voita. Go! From here, we should follow the stream towards a barn. Finding a stream in this brush will be a challenge. I hope this is shrouded, because there's nobody to ask. Where did he say to go next? There should be a fence past the barn. Free! Aye, aye, you silly doggy. This must be the fence, but not a cow in sight. Now to get to the other side, back there by the woods. Here's where the fence ends. I'm supposed to take a hard right here. If Voita didn't mix up his directions, that is. This must be the tree. The grave must be somewhere nearby. My God. It's clear nobody has been here in years. It looks terrible. If I really want to honor Wojta's memory, I should clean the place up first. Pull the weeds, clear the debris, and clean the gravestone. Heavenly Father, you want all to be saved. Open therefore your merciful arms and grant to Wojta, who rests here, with the blessing of the Virgin Mary and all the saints, a share in eternal bliss. Only you know what happened back then. But surely it wasn't so bad Wojta's soul wouldn't deserve redemption. And please help the painter, whatever his name may be. Whatever he did, he surely regrets it, through Christ our Lord. Amen. I shouldn't do that. I just prayed here. If I do this, I'll surely go to hell. I reckon I shouldn't tell Wojta about this. It looks like this skeleton is missing its skull. I wonder if... I brought you the final statuette for the altar, the Virgin Mary. Has Planck delivered the rest to you already?
That's right.
And how are you feeling?
I feel terrible. It's like the potion's not really working.
Sorry about that. I brewed it as well as I could.
I know, and thank you, my friend. You've always been there for me, watching what I do and judging me.
Of course. Did you expect anything else?
No, it's just... Thanks to you, I had a moment to think about myself, about everything I'm doing. I am just one step away from finishing this grand daub. But now I'm not even sure why I'm doing it. Did I truly want to create something that would endure for ages, or was I just supposed to think so? What if the idea didn't even come from my head, but from that skull? What if it was put into my head by... the devil?
Come on. That's just your fear talking. Worrying about what they'll say in Sedlets. But don't worry. The painting will be splendid. And it'll be celebrated greatly.
It's the devil, I'm certain. That cursed skull. He's hiding in it, always shouting, accusing, just waiting for the right moment. I used to paint because it made me happy. I felt good doing it. But now I only do it because whenever I'm not painting, I feel awful. And you, I thought God sent you to me. But if the devil has plans for me, who knows what role you play in all this? Why did you untie me back then by Trusky? Out of the goodness of your heart? Or were you hoping an old man in trouble might pay you back somehow?
I didn't even think about it. You were just someone who needed help.
And then you went looking for my things, even though the whole mess was really my own doing. You should have left me there at that tree. Maybe the Lord would have taken me to him then, but now, after all this, one trial after another, and I fucked them all up. A good Christian doesn't bow to idols or spawn infernal beasts. I drove out one devil with another, and pulled you into it too.
You haven't ruined anything. I know you well enough to understand you weren't doing it out of malice.
I wasn't, but the devil tempted me with his voice, and I gave in. I can't just wave this away and pretend it's not like that. We even plotted a murder together, for Christ's sake! When Burkhard showed up, I heard nothing but that vile, sulphur-smelling whispering. I wanted that man dead, and those down below were delighted. But it solved nothing. I only pray that the lads and his gang find a better path in life.
Look, you said Thrush had posted a reward, and I'd already dealt with a few bandits in my time, so it was obvious. Nothing more than well-paid justice.
And everything you did for me here in Kuttenberg, was that just for coin as well?
That's not how it is. I just thought it best to kill Burkhard before he killed you. Damn it, I care about you.
That's exactly what I can't understand. I always chased noble goals, and it never turned out well. It was always my friends and people around me who caught the brunt of it. Everyone unlucky enough to cross my path ended up dead, insane, or at least forsaken by God. Honestly, I don't understand why you're still here.
I'm here because you're my friend. And I'm definitely not going anywhere.
A friend? Really? I can't recall the last time anyone said that to me. I thought that never again...
Are you all right?
I have to finish this. Finally rid myself of all of it. Perhaps, or maybe not. Damn. I've spent my whole life heading towards this moment. But if it really was the devil guiding me here, do you think, if I finish this painting, I'll sign away my soul to him forever?
Well, you got this far through your own effort and talent, not some curse. Look at this splendor. The devil can't create anything, only destroy.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. He's destroying me, so I'll create in his stead.
I doubt that. And surely you're not going to throw away everything you've worked so hard for.
Look, but... well, what does it matter? You're right. I've come this far, so I'll keep going. It's probably too late for redemption.
No, wait, look. It's never too late.
For you, perhaps. You can still repent.
Voita.
May God at least forgive all of your sins. Go. Bring the people from Sedlitz. I'll have that painting ready for them soon. So, that's that.
How'd you feel?
I finished the painting, and that means I'm finished too. That's how I feel.
Dozens, maybe even hundreds of years from now, your beautiful work at Sedlets will still honor our Lord. It's a success.
I got what I wanted, and it didn't help anything. Anyone.
And that voice?
You don't need to worry about that anymore. It's my concern alone.
And now? What will you do?
Paint? What else? It's the only thing I know.
Oh, come on. You know how to play dice. You've got imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you with anything else?
No, Henry. You've done enough for me already.
Take care, then.
You too. Drop by again sometime if you ever want a shield painted. It's the least I can do for you.
I visited Voigt's grave. It was in a rough state, all overgrown and unkempt. But I tidied it up and said a prayer for his soul.
Thank you, Henry. And did you mention me as well?
Yes. I prayed for you as well.
Thank you very much. I feel terrible for not going myself, but I promise I'll visit when the right time comes.
Tell me more about Voita and Libor.
Nothing but bad memories come to mind. We used to spend a lot of time together. But as we got older, it all started to fall apart. I devoted myself more and more to my painting, and Libor, as the son of a bailiff, dealt with his father.
Wait, Libor is the son of a bailiff?
Aye, but it doesn't matter much these days. His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father, who knows where he ended up.
Did Libor know you paint? He only shrugged his shoulders when I mentioned a painter.
To tell the truth, I never discussed it much with him. I'd shown Voita some sketches, but Libor, all he cared about were girls. Oh, and swords. He grew up at Rathouse, so he saw soldiers and knights differently than us paupers.
What about Voita? What was he like?
He didn't have anyone besides us. And then Burkhard showed up. Voita was never a saint. Sometimes he stole food, got in scraps here and there. But Burkhard changed him completely. Suddenly he didn't have time for us. And when we did meet up, he was always telling us how he robbed some traveler here or beat up some old woman there.
I know he was your friend, but from what you've been telling me, Voita sounds like a real piece of work.
Maybe because I've only told you the worst things about him. But trust me, it was Burkhard who made him like that. We got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then. Voita on schnapps, and me on my pride.
How did the argument end?
I don't recall what all was said. You know how it is. You get in an argument with someone, and the next day, you can't remember what you said. I do remember one thing, though. I said, there's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhard's arse. The next day I regretted it. So me and Libor decided to get rid of Burkhard. We wanted to tell Libor's pa about it. But before that, we went to talk to Voita, of course. We told him to pack up his things in Burkhard's camp and meet us at the tree. But, well, when we got to him, he was just lying there. We had to chase off the wolves that were, well, Voiter was in an awful state. Beaten to death with a helmet. We chased off the wolves, but Libor was inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. So I sent him to the village to get a shovel. While he was gone, I realized Voiter was still breathing. He was in awful shape. He couldn't talk or move. Lord, have mercy on me. When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument over it. In the end, it was Libor who put Voiter out of his misery. Then we buried him. Not in hallowed ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
Do you think Voiter betrayed you?
If he had, we'd probably end up the same as him. Even after everything I said to him. I believe he never betrayed us. All right. But now tell me, wasn't it all my fault?
Even if it is, it's up to God to judge. All we can do is repent and try to live better.
I hope you're right, Henry. I hope you're right.
I'll let you work.
All right. And Henry, thank you.